Greetings, this is Bloodrill and welcome back to Let's Play Clash of Eternity The White March. And we have a choice to make. Tell her that it was the guy, which it was, or he's not responsible, which he is. So let's try this one.
What did you say?
Great, we angered everybody, which makes total sense. Let's slaughter all this innocent. That's great. This doesn't feel right at all.
Almost 15 years I've been looking for him. All that fretting and wondering, and the deed's over in less time than it takes to tell. I killed a lot of folk in my time, felt their blood slick in my hands, smelled their flesh as it burned. And I always used to imagine what it would be like to have Harmka under my knife, feeling his breath come hot and fast, smelling the fear ooze out of him. Couldn't feel a thing. His fading pulse weren't no more than a patter of rain to me. This body, it weren't made for feeling. Gouging my fingers into Harmka's wasting flesh, his screams just buzzing in my skull. All it did was remind me that this is a madman's fever dream. Like a prison, but no, because in a prison, you lay your head down and you feel the straw soft beneath you. Your flesh prickling in the cold, black bread crumbling on your tongue. I still dream I'm folk. I wake up some mornings wondering why I can't feel the floor beneath me, thinking I must have fallen and gone crippled. But then I lift my head, see a bronze corpse stretching out in front of me. I dream too of what Galvino did that night. Those moments. I'd endure another cold morn if it'd spare me this fate. It was after I got caught in Stalwart. They'd locked me in a little house by the inn, the old mayor and his cronies. When a crowd of them came for me in the dark of night, I was only surprised it had taken them so long. Only they didn't march me to no gallows. No, they snuck me to another house on the edge of town, real sneaky-like. That's where I met Galvino. Weren't nobody fonder of reminding me. He was fiddling with some machinery in his workshop. Had his sleeves rolled up even though it was cold enough to see your breath. Never actually looked at me until he started fitting some copper helmet over my head. By that time, the mayor's goons had me trussed up good and tight. Galvino was having himself a grand time barking orders at that lot. He'd agreed to hand me over to Galvino for an experiment. Claimed it was a fair punishment, but the townfolk weren't too pleased at being denied their stone pitching. Didn't help that they heard the jangle of copper in that deal. In the end, that's what sent Galvino and the old mayor packing. So while Galvino's fastening that helmet over my head and them copper bands around my arms, I'm starting to look at his contraption. And that's when I see it. It's this metal suit strapped into the machine just like me. A cold, dead-eyed thing, all done up with fancy carvings and such. I had this terrible cold feeling in my gut, but I still couldn't figure. I start asking Galvino and the rest of them what's going on, but they're too busy to answer. Then suddenly, they're waiting, staring at me with that fixed, horrified look, but they ain't watching me. They're watching for something to happen. Galvino tells the woman nearest the machine to flip the handle, and then just pain. Being torn apart every which way, feeling my soul peeled from my body. By the time I came to, I couldn't feel a thing. Just this dull, distant sort of ache.
Wow.
I think that was when I knew.
It is pretty dark.
Sure enough, and how Galvino ended up in that little shack. The rest of Stalwart didn't take kindly to having a killer in their midst, nor to seeing their mayor and the army of aliens strike a secret deal. They drove Galvino out, destroyed a fortune in machinery, and wrote a letter to the Academy in Salona, ruining what was left of his name. Still, he's lucky he didn't get a pelting. The old mayor fled too, and Stalwart's been as snug and cheery as ever. You're better company than Galvino. Been a while since I were out in the world. Guess I'm keen on seeing more of it. Even if I'm stuck with a bleeding heart.
What
Anyways,
bleeding heart?
I've been wondering about
Just
that
destroyed
fortune.
everybody.
Near everyone thinks it'll have just the thing they need. Those villagers thought it'd fix up their broke-down town. Until you gave them bigger worries. Galvino always thought it carried some great secret of Animanson. And all them adventurers came looking for fancy gear. I don't know. Something to help me feel. Or forget. Effigy's eyes, maybe just something new. I just figured, with those dwarves being expert smiths and all, maybe they had something to unmake me. Put me back into my body.
Yeah.
I know, it were just a passing fancy.
Alright. We will save and we'll load and redo this and do... pick the other choice and see what happens. Because I found it interesting. What is the 7-6? I guess I didn't quick save before talking to them, which I should have. Never liked the monks myself. Alright. Let's see what happens if you tell her that he is not responsible. What? Randomly find those other guys?
Of course.
Don't want to do that now.
How goes? Oh, Rock Shadow. What's that wick? It's a kid. We'd be much. Everyone does.
Alright.
Almost 15 years I've been looking for him. Now I'd rather we never cross tracks. Used to be I had something to hunger for. Stung at me night and day, but at least
It's
it was
different.
something. Now there's nothing. Not even that burn of wanting something. Just that look on his face. Horror? Fear? No. More than that. After Cold Morn, folk used to leer at my burns, full of disgust. Or they'd realize who I was, and then it was the terror. Maybe hate, but this... The way Harmka looked at me. The way I've seen near everyone but you and Galvino look at me. All it did was remind me that this is a madman's fever dream.
Alright,
Like
and
a
then we'll do the
prison.
same thing.
But no, because in a prison, you lay your head down. I'd trade, I still dream, but then I lift my head. I dreamed too of what Galvino did that night. Those moments. Was after... He was... So, it's this metal suit strapped into the machine just like me. I think that was when I knew. Sure. Anyways... Galvino always thought it carried... I just figured with those... You really think so, huh?
Alright. So out of these two different options, I guess we didn't kill the woodcutters.
Hey.
Which is a good thing. Although they deserved it, and the game tells you in advance that every single one of the woodcutters, I like how they did that to give you, I guess, some justifications for killing them, is proud that he went and burned everyone. So, I will keep the save that has the death of all the woodcutters. Mob mentality does not excuse the killing of hundreds of people, children, etc. I guess you can go into is it justice or is it revenge, etc, etc, but I don't really care that much. We debate it anyway. My playthrough, and I feel it was justified. So save it, and let's kill these spell swords. What do you want? What do you... Mother me.
Laying low.
Here's the swords. Oh, what the... Ah, it's a mage. You start with that. Really? You start with that. Heck. That was weird. Start with that. You two go for the maids. Where the fuck are you going? Okay.
My mind feels shattered.
Oh, nice. Good shot. Who told you to get up?
Worth and rock.
You do... Actually, what's this? Let's see. I guess it puts one of them... Well, let's try it. Just to see how it works.
Worth and rock.
Okay.
Then.
I guess that will be good for boss fights. Alright, crap. I guess you can take one of these, and all the other are the same. Cape of the Master Mystic. Grants invisibility when hit by a critical hit. Wow, +1 deflection, that's really nice. +9 fortitude, +9 reflex, so give it to here. Let's see. What do you have? Oh, this one. +2 intellect. Yeah. I'll take that one. Have perception. Actually, you need some intellect. What do you have? That's crap. You have +2 perception. Yeah, I don't like any of those. Sell them. Missiles, we'll keep that for now. Useless. Alrighty. Save it again. And back to the village we go.
Alright then.
That way, that way. A tuft of grey-white fur has snagged off this bramble. Was that for the guy I was chasing before? Maybe.
Keeping an eye out.
This is a split, but I don't see any rocks between trees. So this can be the treasure map. Back to the village, we'll give the bounty and then go to the right and do that other bounty. And perhaps explore a bit, see if I can find that goddamn place. Of course, both the place I'm seeking for the soul-bound weapon and the treasure map could be elsewhere in Direwood. Alrighty. Go to the other one. Can you live through here? Yes, you can. Alrighty. Let's see. No, not really. We'll check it out though. Oh, it's that guy, yeah, okay. We already know about you, but that dragon kicked my ass, so...
Keeping an eye out.
Another soul-bound. Wizard Druid Monk. So you just find a way to unlock these weapons' potential by doing their quests, which is pretty sweet, but I don't need the stuff actually. Wow, they didn't like that, okay. What the hell is that? Are you paralyzed? Yes, you are. Alright, I'm not. No, you heal here. You. Good job. Paralyzed. Okay. Alrighty. That guy. Stand. Good. Everybody kill that guy. Problem is I never use this stuff. I mean, I could give it to Wayloth, but he always use the gun. And I won't be able to use the gun anymore, which is something that sucks. He uses the stuff. A crappy one. But I can't give it to him, I think, because it's what is it? Didn't say priest. Druid monk. I can't actually give it to him. This who needs it, by the way. So he can use it, but you can't bind it. Okay. Well, it's better than he has, so why not? I guess I could give it to the monk. Do I have anything better for you? No. Really, I don't really have anything better. Oh, there is something. Use that. That changed my party up completely. That will make the game much harder. But put the monk in, I guess. Or Palegina. I want to use the soulbound weapons, but none of these are useful to me, really.
Easy now.
Alright, let's see. Any rocks? No, nothing here. I like that they removed the... Where does this go, by the way? Ah, the battery, okay. I like that they removed the ability to find things from stealthing or scouting, if you prefer, because I have found a bunch of things while not being hidden, which is awesome. Anyway, I think there will be help here somewhere. I'll end this episode here for now. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment if you want to. I'll see you next time when I find these guys and kill them.